think we are live, guys. Welcome back to the NWA podcast, the Sunday Sunday mixed open session. I know we were supposed to do this last night, but had technical difficulties, had some stuff going on. But we're back. So we're going to have another rider come and join us. We had him last week doing the Side Hack series episode. So Charles Bierman from Beer Budget.
What's up, Arthur?
What up, man? So what's been going on last Sunday we had you on the show, and how was the Side Hack series?
Side Hack was fun. Caleb has more leg speed than me. He's stronger than me. I mean, he's of course older. He's stronger than me. And I think we weren't right next to the Torker guys, but we were pretty close. And so I think it's a good fit, and I had a lot of fun. It wasn't a chore. It was fun. It was something fun to do and stuff. It was nice.
Yeah. So I know you guys, both teams made a main event.
Yeah.
See, it was Torker, you guys, Dark Horse, which
Dark Horse, yeah.
That was awesome to get to compete with them in the A main. So we had 7 hacks.
Yeah, 7 hacks.
That's more than what they had last year for the Side Hack series.
Yeah, I think it's more than what they had last week.
Because we had 5?
Yeah, and then for Side Hack, and then for Grants, I think we had more. But yeah, we're competing with Grants numbers almost.
Wow, it's really cool how Nate and David's actually taking the Side Hack numbers from Grants and trying to gain more momentum as we build onto the series.
Yeah,
we could possibly have 8 to 10 hacks.
That was a pop too.
So that was fun. And of course, I just read this before we came on the show for that Elise Willoughby had her baby.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was wondering where she was. I mean, I haven't heard her name in a while. And you're like, oh, Elise had a baby. I'm like, who? You're like, Willoughby. I'm like, oh, shoot. That's surprising.
Yeah, so awesome for both Sam and Elise and that little baby boy, Bo Matthew Willoughby. Yeah. My 2 favorite AA pros, women pro. You couldn't get any better than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I got to watch both of them race when I first stepped into BMX back in 2012, and just the style of riding Sam had back then. That was all awesome. Of course, you've probably seen Elise race a few times.
Yeah, I have before. She had a baby, but it was cool series. Different type of riding almost.
Yeah, you got those female riders that are not really out there anymore, like Brooke Crane. And
Brooke Crane.
You don't hardly see anything from Felicia Stansel or.
Yeah, not as they used to be.
It sounds more like they kind of went off into hiding because of all the rules and stuff with USA BMX, UCI, USA Cycling, and of course the big uproar with this week Justin Wall posting on Pole Magazine about, hey, USA Cycling is not really sending that many riders that we have more spots for. But yeah, that's really cool for Elise and Sam. You guys are watching. Congrats. Hope to see you back on the track, Elise.
Maybe they're all getting pregnant.
Like
your English teacher every 2 years keeps having kids to skip school.
Yeah. Hey, I've had that same situation when I was in high school.
Yeah, 5th grade, my English teacher, I saw her for 2 weeks after summer, and then she got pregnant, and I didn't see her until 2 months, because she had the baby, and then she had to have some time after having the baby, and then 2 months before school, and then she came back, and we're all like, who are you?
Yeah, the same thing with me. Like, so I had my English teacher until October, and then I didn't see her again until like the last week of school.
Yeah, she's like, hi guys. It's like, oh, I was pregnant.
Like,
it's like, oh.
Who are you?
It's like all the girls like sound like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. All the guys are like, well, thanks for being my teacher. You know?
So we got Worlds coming up.
Yeah, Worlds coming up.
About a week or two.
They came up fast.
Oh yeah. So
that's already here.
Yeah, that's next
What
week.
the heck?
So we have a few riders from Oklahoma going. We have Dale Riley.
Yeah, Dale Riley.
Is Chandler going again?
I believe so. I don't know. I think so.
Probably.
I haven't seen him on the list.
Ricky Carter's going. I know that.
Ricky Carter, yes. Beer budget legend over there. I got to watch Beer Budget last night.
I heard a little bit while I was driving while my dad was like, I don't know what he was doing. He's probably just sleeping with it on. But he was commenting like in his sleep. I don't know.
But yeah, that's really cool. Man, some of the riders that we've grown up and got to watch got to go qualify for Worlds. Now we're on the world stage.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, we have the Oklahoma Hall of Famer Dale Riley. Known him for a long time. He's been a big part of my racing career. He's going to go on the world stage. Amber Harrison. I'm trying to think of other riders, but
Where's Worlds at now?
Denmark, Copenhagen, Denmark.
Really?
Yeah. So
it'd be nice to visit.
Yeah. So like seeing all of our riders that we usually race against or we see at the track, it's really cool to see them on the world stage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice save. Ooh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So you know Ricky Carter.
Yeah. Ricky Carter, the two Carters, Mike Melvin, all over there. Yeah.
So yeah, I know it's a big deal for you and your dad coming from where you guys were, and getting to watch him. I bet you're very excited.
He was just same race, honestly. It's crazy to see, like, of course I wasn't there for Ricky when he was like younger, but I've seen when he was like no offense Ricky, but like a mediocre rider where he'd like average like 5th place in nationals, or like not really get placement, but he was still making the main. And then to making every single, like, he'd get top 3 or better, and then now he's going to Worlds. It's just crazy to see that he's progressed all this much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Ricky Carter personally, but
he was my, I don't want to say best coach, but he's probably pretty high up there. But he was a great coach, and he basically taught me on a manual, even though my manuals were horrible, but he still taught me on a manual. And like there's not even anything to complain about the guy.
Yeah, because last year it was the first time I ever heard of Ricky Carter.
Yeah.
Because he was on the banner. He was up for a national plate.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. Got to watch Beer Budget live, and he came up right before he went to practice. So that was kind of cool. So also, we got NWA BMX track coming along.
Can't wait for that. I mean, I'm still, like, I have so much trust issues with every single thing. Until I'm going to sound like a broken record, but until I see a shovel in the ground moving dirt, I don't believe it. I mean, I'm like, okay, yeah, hopefully it does happen, but I don't believe it until I see that shovel go in the dirt. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 2 long years of, like,
waiting and getting your feelings teased with and being like, okay, we're going to give you a track. No, wait, we can't. Oh, I'm sorry. And I get it's much deeper than that. It's just my ignorant stance on everything, but it's just like,
well, it's been pretty much all talk, no show.
Yeah.
Of course, we had our tracks ripped out from underneath us a couple years ago.
Yeah, just
unfairly. Of course, it's by a city that wanted us in the first place, but at the same time didn't. So they didn't know how BMX was ran, and yeah, we've been fighting with them for years.
No one's complains about a track.
Yeah.
There's sound systems. It's announcements. Yeah. that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you can like truly get noise complaints from is either the gate or the
Gate, or maybe too loud of music during practice.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I guess some of the neighbors had some noise complaints. Yeah.
It did kind of scare me when I saw where the land's at in NWA now. That house that's like right across the street, like, ooh, it can feel bad. But I think all those trees will block out the sound a little bit.
Yeah.
It won't be like open air.
And see, when they first announced where NWA BMX was going to be at, that day there was a group of us that went out there, and the guy that was across the road from me was coming down and asking like, "What's going on?
What's going on here?"
And then of course,
my peaceful drive.
But yeah, I mean, I love where the new track location is going to be, and it's about 5 minutes away from the center P Ridge.
It's tucked away a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's not like in the middle of a city where it's, no offense, but like kind of ghetto. Because I've gone to Manteca, I've gone to like all the tracks in California, or not all of them, but a majority in Northern California, a little bit in Southern California, and usually they're in either bad spots or out in the country. And I feel like out in the country is the best, honestly. Like tucked away, kind of like Cabot.
Yeah.
Like Cabot, it's not. It's just a small town, but it's like it's tucked away. It's on a drive, and you have like nothing but trees around you. I mean, some people might complain about that because of bugs and insects and all that. But
Yeah.
I'd much rather have insects biting me than trying to look for my muffler in my car.
Yeah. I mean, even a natural starting hill, that's a bonus for us. That's more dirt that we can use to build straightaways and everything.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the layout's going to be.
I know the mayor used to be in BMX, so he's pretty much fully on board. It works for us, but in Lowell it didn't work.
Hopefully it does it. That's the only thing I'm scared about. I'm not trying to say anything about here. It's just hopefully it doesn't turn the whole situation.
Yeah, it's because the entire Lowell situation, I've been there since 2012, and of course it's been going on since 2008, 2009. That situation's been there. They haven't fulfilled their side of the contract, but I mean that's on them. Everything that the original TO had, he did, but I mean just like the asphalt that was promised for the turns.
Yeah.
There was asphalt promised for the turns for the first track. That turned into the asphalt for the parking lot. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. There's so many stories that can go down each and every rabbit hole. But I'm glad where NWA is at in P Ridge. Can't wait. They're talking about maybe late fall of this year.
I think it's estimated time, but I'm like, I couldn't wait any longer. But when I hear November, I'm like, okay, well, hopefully it's November, not, okay, we're going to have to do next year.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, I won't believe it until I start seeing dirt.
Yeah, and I see a big mound of dirt, and I see a blueprint in front of me. I'm like, okay, USA BMX, go do your thing. I thought we were going to build our track.
Yeah,
I guess
well,
USA BMX is.
I thought USA BMX was Shane put this on one of his priorities.
Okay.
But hey, I don't know. Hey, it's awesome that USA BMX is coming in to help for this build.
Yeah.
Because it shows more of an importance, especially for this area. Mountain bike capital of the world.
Yeah, it'd be good to have BMX here also. I mean, that's what I couldn't believe when I came here, when Andy told me the track was being shut down. Or we actually moved here, and you guys had your last race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Like, I see the rail yard behind the camera, and I see, like, all these trails and stuff. Like, that's why I got mountain biking for a tiny bit, was because I'm like, there's no BMX around here. You have to drive 2+ hours or an hour, 30 minutes up to Spokes. The way my dad drives, but like you have to drive. You got to put miles. You got to put miles in your car, maintenance, gas. I mean, it'd just be much better for a 30-minute drive from Bella Vista to P Ridge. I don't think it's even 30 minutes. I think it's probably like 20. But it'd be nice to have a local track instead of a road trip kind of thing. Even though it's a short road trip, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 years everyone's been driving to Mays County or Pryor, Hardesty, Sand Springs, Spokes, to just get one local race in. But like 2017, when Lowell kind of destroyed the first track, they leveled everything by a half because they said it was dangerous. They wanted multi-use. But we had an entire summer where everyone had to travel. So, like, I went with my buddy that I used to race with, and we traveled to St. Louis, Dallas, Yukon. I mean, all those awesome tracks. We got to meet new people along the way, but the weight of just being there and watching that track get built, I mean, it took weeks and weeks and weeks. By the time that we even got the track built, I mean, they didn't even they did put it in turns, which was Shot Creek, so it was new to us because we was used to the asphalt and dirt. But it was so cool. We, of course, unfortunately, one of the track operators from Miami, Del Riley, had his wreck that everyone knows. A lot of people around here know that story. But it's cool to watch the track get built. And then, of course, unfortunately, watch it get torn down.
Yeah, it's.
But, I mean, like, how many tracks was you going to for a week in California?
Like, it was like 3 on rotation. They weren't far drives. It was like Oak Creek, Napa. You could go to Manteca. Oak Creek, Napa, Manteca. There's one more that I can't think. Oh, Santa Clara before it got shut down. So 4 tracks that you could probably race all in 1 week. Manteca had their little struggle for a little bit where they couldn't race for a while because the city kept flooding the whole track. Usually I was a drainage area, which is stupid, but I feel bad for Manteca about that. It's not a bad track. It's just, it is what it is. And yeah, you'd rotate 4 tracks, and they were all like from my house, 30 minutes from Manteca, hour drive maybe to Oak Creek, hour 30 minutes to Napa, give or take, Napa traffic, and then Santa Clara was 2 hours or hour 45. It was decent, and you could do doubles. You could go to Napa in the morning, Oak Creek at night, and they weren't that far from each other. You could go to Manteca Sunday the following day, and then Santa Clara would have a race Tuesday. I mean, it was still kind of a commute, but it's kind of different. It's like they're all, because you have 30 minutes, hour 30, hour 45. It's not 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah.
That's more tracks than we could ever build around here.
Yeah.
I know, see, you have Cabot, which is 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Bonsai, they were still working on getting their tracks built after they got hit by a tornado.
Yeah.
Of course, lack of volunteers down there. But then, of course, the rumors of Fort Smith getting the track on Riverside.
And then supposedly, it's really just word of mouth rumors. Don't say anything when I say with a grain of salt. Like, I thought Walmart was going to build a track like sometime like in the far future.
I heard the same thing, that they were going to try to build one in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Which I thought that would be pretty cool for us, having 2 tracks up here to let the sport grow.
And then supposedly have it compete with Hardesty, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, yeah, cool, word of mouth thing. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard the same rumors the last 2 years. That would be 5 or 6 years out. You never know. But I mean, they're building a new bike park. They said that was supposed to go up there across from the castle.
I thought, yeah, we were gonna build something right by the castle.
But I think that's gonna be pretty cool because they're gonna have the new lift that was pretty much signed into law by the government. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So last night, Mays County State qualified. How was that?
I think the only reason I did good was because that's basically my local track, and even though it's an hour 45 minutes away, it's still like the closest one to me that I'd go to. And I like the track a lot some people criticize the stuff about it, but I think it's just because I've ridden it so much. It's like my favorite track, and it's flowy. I can manual the rhythm section now. Like I tried that yesterday. I did it. I'm like, oh wow, okay, I can do that now. And it's a nice track. I got first in both. Um, Granted, I had total points in my class, and 4 people in my cruiser with 2 13-year-olds. But yeah, it was a fun race. I understand the gate issues. I don't think they've ran that gate that hard since that national. Right?
Bounce back national.
Yeah, I don't think they've ran that gate that hard since then. So that's probably what it was due for that. So yeah.
Well, and plus the heat that we had yesterday.
Yeah, the heat was. Yeah.
It came close to the temperatures at bounce back nationals.
Yeah.
So
I was lucky that April let me stay in her car for a while. Air conditioned Cadillac.
Man, I think we had 48 modems.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What we had at Hardesty was like 64, so that's not a huge difference. I mean, it's pretty good for Maze and Hardesty.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, of course your dad raced.
Yeah, my dad raced. Yeah.
The Streckers came out.
It was nice to see all the Streckers out. Sorry for Samuel for what happened to him. I feel bad for him. Yeah, it was nice to see. Silas did really good. Young Strecker got first. I think he got first. But
Silas.
Yeah, Silas. I saw that kid come out of the gate. I was like, is that Silas or who is that? What Strecker is that? And it was Silas down first. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, because I was on the up in staging, and I've seen one of your guys' jerseys. I was like, who's that?
Yeah.
Then I looked at the helmet and I'm like, oh, that's Silas. Wow.
I was shocked.
Of course, I've known Silas since he was very little, building the track in 2017. And just to watch that kid grow up, he's going to be a fast one. He's going to be almost like Samuel and
Hopefully,
Caleb.
yeah, Samuel and Caleb, yeah.
I mean, man, I got to race with Caleb when he was 10 years old, 9 or 10, in my second race ever. And now watching him just jump up in the ranks of expert, jumping, doing all kinds of stuff. Now, here comes Samuel 2 years ago with the same thing. So it's just like one after another.
Yeah, the Strecker genetics. I think Silas will live up to Samuel, and Samuel will live up to Caleb. Caleb will live up to Andy.
Actually, I think Samuel, if he can get enough skills under his wing, man, he's going to be even faster, more skilled than Caleb.
That'd be cool to see. Watch Caleb like make excuses. Not Caleb.
I mean, he's already beaten Caleb in sprints.
Yeah, he beats Caleb in sprints. I've heard about that.
Man, he's going to be another whole rider if he trains a little bit more. But, man, yeah, had a fun night last night. Of course, we didn't get to do the podcast like I wanted, but
it was unpredicted circumstances.
Yeah. Of course, we're waiting every minute if they're going to...
3 hours for the gate, but I understand it. Stuff happens, so I wasn't too mad about it. I mean, of course, I was in an AC car, so I mean, I was out in the heat, but I didn't mind it too bad, and we still raced. It wasn't like, okay, guys, come back tomorrow.
Yeah, we honestly didn't know what was going to happen. We were just trying to get the gate down.
Yeah.
But all those guys at Mays County, it's awesome every time that either one of us shows up there. Man, like Jenny Holiday, Marvin, Ariel, Jeremy Holland.
They're both the Halls, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like family. And I go there after every race is over, say, hey, thanks for putting on a great race. I mean, because with us not having a track for 2 years,
it's nice to have something.
Exactly.
I did like it when Dale and Cindy ran it, but I understand that they are definitely burnt out from all the years that they've been doing it, and I think Marvin and everyone are good substitutes.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, I remember Dale and Cindy at Miami BMX back in 2014 when I first raced there. Man, I loved hanging out with them, especially at Grant's.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something really cool. Of course, they had to move tracks. Went to Mays County and ran that track for, 3-4 years. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I think that's pretty much the end of the hot discussions. I mean, there wasn't that many hot discussions for this week other than Side Hack last week, Mays County last night, and all the in-betweens.
I heard from Beer Budget about the USA Cycling.
Yeah, so, like, as far as I know about that, this is from the Justin Walls article, and I kind of thought to myself, why are they doing that? I mean, I've seen it in a decrease over the last 4 or 5 years, but USA Cycling has that open spot, 31 riders, and like the elite men and women's class.
Yeah.
But they're only taking one. Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, we got like one comment on one of the discussions, like, "Hey, send out some spots for the U23 class, like the top 2 or 3 for that. Bring them in. Bring in the AVA featured men's and women's class, the top 17-20 class. Bring those riders in because those are going to be the future riders of the sport in the next 2-3 years."
Yeah, I didn't hear about USA Cycling until that national in Missouri, and they had their tent just empty. It was just, I think, a table and like one guy was there, and then that was the first time I heard about it, and I was like so confused. Like, what the heck is USA Cycling? Because I haven't heard it in my 4 years of racing until that one national, and I was like, okay, this is something new. And it's like, nope, not something new. And then, okay, this is odd. It never really clicked in my mind. I never knew what it was. That's the thing. I never knew what it was. It was just a name with no face.
Yeah, of course, I've known about USA Cycling for a few years because, of course, I had to get my UCI license for pump track.
Yeah.
Back in 2021, I think, when I was traveling for pump track.
Yeah.
And of course, you have to have that for all different cyclings. So that's just the United States cycling governing body. And of course, you have USA BMX, which is BMX, but USA Cycling kind of takes over BMX over in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Which the last few years, I haven't seen USA Cycling done too much. The first time I've seen them do like a championship USA Cycling was Hardesty. I want to say either Hardesty or Louisiana a few years back. And I kind of thought, wait a minute. I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
They've never really truly announced it. But like you said, this year, that was kind of confusing to me why they only had one person in the tent and no one else.
And they had one person, and then I came back after like racing or like between racing. Nothing was there. It's just like we had to move our stuff over for them, which we understood. We're like, okay, yeah, USA Cycling, whatever. Like, go ahead, it's your spot. Sorry for being in your way. And the spot wasn't even used. It's just like one person. I think there was like a table there, and then the table. Like, all I remember is like the table being blank. It was like there was like one guy there on his phone, and then he wasn't there. And I saw him once, and then we tore down. It was still up, and we're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, it was kind of odd just to see that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about USA Cycling, but to see them in action, I haven't seen them all too much.
Yeah. What was the sorry to cut you off.
No,
What was the collegiate?
Collegiate. So that is actually part of USA Cycling.
Oh, okay.
But of course, that's colleges.
Because I remember Ricky Carter racing for the collegiate when he was like Lindsey Wilson College at that national. I remember that was cool, but like it wasn't like the main thing. It was kind of odd. Like I was interested. In just, it was Ricky. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to see. He raced good. His college was like overall good, or overall did good. But like it wasn't. There was no. That's just all it was. It was just racing, and then I don't remember like any like big like major awards. I think he got like a medal. The medals were handed out, but it wasn't. I guess everyone, or I expect like grand level stuff, but it was just kind of. Yeah. It was kind of scattered a little bit, and my pea-sized brain didn't really understand.
Yeah, when I seen that for the first time down in Louisiana in 2022, I was like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
They had podium. They didn't truly explain what it was.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Whenever I saw the jerseys, I'm like, okay, Lindsay, Aaron. I'm like, okay.
Colors.
Yeah, I know what these colors. Okay. So, like, they should have the championships at Grands.
Yeah, college championship. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I think that would be adding probably a day for the rest of the season, but I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, you said something funny.
But yeah, man, I think it would be pretty cool to actually have that Grands. I mean, you already have side qualified. You have rock. You have practice, Grands, pro championship finals. I think that should be added in at some point.
I mean, like, you can never have enough BMX racing, honestly. I have to. Like, you can't have, like, too much of it.
I mean, look, they get that track done, in a week and a half. They could literally have, say, Monday or Tuesday morning, bring in those riders, have a championship, but also have an entry fee, just like most of the time. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think it'd be cool. I think out of Grands, the first time I went to Grands, it was like, I think it was the biggest Grands in the world, right?
Yes, I think so.
Or,
either 19 or 20.
It was the one that I didn't go to. The year before I went, it was the biggest. And then I went. The first time I went, it was super cool. And this past year, it was kind of the same, but just like I don't know. I don't like to criticize USA BMX a lot because I understand like how hard it is to run in the sport, but it was just like not as lively, but it was still fun. You can still see all your friends from all different states and everyone who races. And then like I'm waiting for this year. I'm like I want to see what this year's going to entail. Everything's going to run. I think that they should do what you're saying about the collegiate rock pros main events or Grands. I think how they run it is pretty good. But yeah.
And of course, you have your state championship at different tracks. Me and Chuck Ball was actually talking about this last night about having like go to a coliseum or a rodeo or the expo building that you can build a track in and have your Gold Cup finals or your state finals in. I think that would be really cool. Because he was talking about when there used to be a Western and an Eastern division. But for Gold Cup, it was Western, Central, and Eastern. And I think that would be bringing in the bigger riders.
What's it now? Is it like South? What are we? We're South.
We're South Central.
South Central.
So they have 6 regions. They have Northwest, North Central, Northeast, Southwest, South Central, and Southeast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which, that's pretty cool. But you want the bigger rider count.
Yeah.
You want the best of the best to show up at Gold Cup. Of course, I remember when it was Red Line Cup. There was a transfer between the Red Line Cup back to Gold Cup, which it was originally named. So, yeah. so many things throughout the sport in the last, 10, 12 years. You have from ABA, NWA to USA. I got to watch that transformation crossover.
Yeah, where they had like those battles for rider counts. I've heard stories about that from Frank where it was like ABA versus USA BMX.
That's pretty cool. And we got a lot of people in the chat here. I think that's pretty much the end for today.
Yeah.
Man, glad to have you out here.
We're glad to talk. It's nice talking to you, Arthur, because you've been in here longer than me, and you talk about niche topics that like connect to like bigger topics. And I like talking about that stuff.
I mean, well, one of the things that I forgot to mention, like Joplin, they're about to get a bike park.
Oh yeah, the Joplin bike park. Yeah.
That looks sweet. I mean, if you've seen the videos, blueprints,
I haven't seen anything for that.
it's gonna look like rugby.
That's what they live up to, yeah.
I mean, they're bringing in a pump track, they're bringing in a skills park. I mean, there's riders that I know up in Joplin, Cartilage, Springfield. They're all going to benefit from that. They're going to see the same benefit that we had. When we had our track, riders will be going to the pump track, rail yard.
Yeah. After bench, you want to go to pump track? Okay, yeah. Or before. That'd be pretty good for Joplin and all the other riders around the area.
And I seen where it was going to be the biggest.
You guys have a pump?
I do.
Yeah? Thank you, man.
There you go. Okay.
Oh shit, are you guys like filming
No,
something?
you're good.
We're good. But yeah, man, Joplin's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for that bike park coming out.
Yeah.
Gonna be the biggest bike park in the state of Missouri. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah.
the mountain bike trails and the single track combined, it's gonna outdo the one here in St. Louis. That's awesome. But anyways, well, hopefully you come back on here as a regular. And,
Yeah. That'd be happy.
yeah. I mean, I know you do beer budget, and of course, they have all things BMX, all different types of BMX podcasts. But I like to see you back here as a regular, and of course, we get a couple other regulars going on here, and start doing this a little bit more.
I like to see progress.
All right, man. Well,
See you, Arthur.
nice seeing you on here, and I guess we're out. See you guys later.